Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are unfamiliar, my name is Meg and I'm very excited to be here today because I'm coming at you with a full face of drugstore makeup. Drugstore makeup that is also cruelty-free. How exciting! It has been a minute since I have posted a video. My life has been super crazy lately, but everything is starting to even itself out right now. Before we get into this video, a couple of housekeeping things. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel so that you and I can be pals. Ring the little notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. While you're at it, hitting buttons, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I have been a little bit more active over there. I mean, I'm always active on Instagram, but for the last couple of weeks, I have done a lot of Halloween makeup. I've kind of gotten back into my roots of SFX and some 3D makeup, which is really exciting. I picked up the Milani water activated paint set, so I'm excited to keep painting on my Instagram, and maybe one day I'll bring it over here if that's something that you want to see. So please make sure you're following me over there. Let me just stop talking because my mouth is extremely dry. I've been talking to myself for a very long time now at this point. And yeah, so let's just get in this video. I went ahead and filled my brows in already just to save us a little bit of time. I used the NYX Fill and Fluff Eyebrow Pomade Pencil. This is one of my favorite pencils. Super easy to use, really affordable, great dupe for the ABH Brow Definer, except it's a little bit more emollient. So you can kind of manipulate it and move it around. I take my spoolie and kind of just move the product around, which is awesome. I do have a full brow routine on my channel. I'll link it down below or somewhere around here if you want to see that. I feel like I mention that every video, but it just saves a little bit of time because these take me forever. So I don't have an eyeshadow primer because I don't typically use an eyeshadow primer. I generally use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot because it's more of like a base, which is an eyeshadow primer, but it blocks out the veins in my eyelid. So that's why I use it. So I'm gonna use a concealer instead. I have the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I got the shade Fair Beige. I think it might be a little light. I don't know, but I think the foundation that I got is a little bit dark, so maybe this will even itself out. I don't know. I'm gonna take this Morphe brush and just blend that out on my lid. All the brushes today I'm going to use are also affordable and can be found in either an Ulta or a drugstore that carries E.L.F. I think most do. Like I know Target does for sure. But yeah. So for my eyes, I picked up this E.L.F Rose Gold Sunset palette, and I also dropped it when I got out of my car, so I broke this shadow, but it's okay because I kind of mushed it back in, so it's fine. It'll work. I'm not hard pressed about it, but I picked this up because it had more of that warm fall vibe, you know? So I think that'll be nice for us to use today. I think I'm going to go in with this sort of mauve-y light pink shadow on this big fluffy Morphe M504 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to use because it kind of does the work for you. It just blends everything out super seamlessly. And if you're not someone that is like super into shadow or you're just getting started with makeup, I feel like this is a really great brush to have because, like I said, it does the work for you. Very simple and easy to use. So I'm just blending that out on my crease, really kind of just pushing it around. We're not doing anything crazy, like technique wise. So this will be really easy to recreate, I feel, and perfect for fall because we are in fall, except today it is hot. Like it was 40 degrees a couple of days ago. and now it's hot. I got into my car and I was sweating. So I'm just using big circular motions to just buff that out. And I'll leave the prices to the brushes below because I've had these for so long, I don't remember how much they are. They're anywhere between like $8 and $10, which is great, and they last a really long time. This palette was $10, and the pigment on these shadows are super awesome. I've only used the E.L.F. and J. Kissa palette, which is that rainbow palette. So I'm not all that familiar with E.L.F. eyeshadows, so I'm really excited to see how these continue to perform. So far, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. Okay, I think I am gonna take this deeper mauve shade right here and a Morphe M513 brush, which is more of a tapered blending brush, and pick a little bit of that up. I'm going to start small and then build it up because I don't know how pigmented these are. And I'm just going to press that right on the outer corner of my eye and blend it into my crease. I want all of this to just be a blended look. I'm not going to cut my crease or anything like that. I just want this to be a really pretty, easy look, you know? So I'm just pressing that shadow on, and then whatever is left, I'm buffing it into my crease. And it's okay if you bring it onto your lid because it's just going to blend everything together in the end anyways. I'm just slowly building up that shade because I don't want it to be too dark. I want this to be pretty wearable. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Then I'm gonna go next to it into this sort of a metallic, I guess it's like a mauve plum, I don't know, that metallic shade next to it. Tap off the excess, and then I'm going to press this right in the center of my lid with that same blending brush and sort of wiggle my brush back and forth so it blends into that. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, it's like a cranberry. I think that's probably a better description of the color. Again, not super technical, super easy. I just want it to be right in that center, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so I'm taking my finger and just going into that cranberry shade and pressing it right against the lash line, and then sort of blending it with my finger upwards, just because I want a little bit more of that metallic finish. Because I wouldn't really call this like a shimmer. I call it more of a metallic. I'm gonna go back in with the 513 brush and into that deeper mauve shade again, and just pack that right at the edge of that cranberry and blend those two edges together. Like that. That's pretty! Okay, so to brighten this all up, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's kind of like a rosy gold, just on a flat brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. This was in a set at Ulta last year. They have a very similar set now for the holidays in store. So I'm gonna take that on a flat brush, and right in that little empty space that we have there, I'm gonna press that shadow right onto there and then into that cranberry. These shadows are like super pretty. I feel like sometimes people look at the price point of E.L.F. and they're like, no, but I don't think price is anything, because these shadows are really, really pretty and they're really affordable. I think it needs to be a little bit brighter. So I'm going to take this little denser E.L.F. brush. This was part of the E.L.F. J. Kissa palette. You can still find some of these brushes in some Ultas, not all of them, but if you're lucky enough to find them, get them. So I'm going to take that freaking crushed up shade that looks like trash bag garbage, because I Can't have nice things. I'm gonna take that, sort of like a yellowy gold, but I feel like it'll look really pretty with this color combination we have here. I'm gonna press that right in the corner of my eye and blend it out. Yeah, that just brightened it up a tiny little bit. My cat's gonna jump up on her perch. Ah! She's so cute. Look at this little girl. Oh, she's so cute. Oh man, I love my cat. I feel like I've talked about Bean. I have talked about Bean. Last time I talked about Bean, she wouldn't let me pick her up. Now she lets me pick her up all the time. She's got a very cute personality. All right. Oh my God. I'm not gonna do eyeliner today because I feel like I want this to be an easier, simpler look, and eyeliner just adds a whole other level of complication sometimes. So I'm gonna take that very deep plum shade in the corner of the palette and a tiny little M506 brush, which is sort of like a tapered detailing brush. This is a really great brush to have in your collection, especially if you're someone that likes to do a lot of cut creases, a lot of tiny detail shadow work. This is great for that. And even just for your average everyday makeup look, it's really easy to pack a highlight in the corner, or what I'm gonna do now, like take the shadow and just blend it on the bottom of, or the close to the lash line. And then I'm gonna take my, I never remember what these freaking brushes are called. The 513 brush, and blend that up and out so it acts as sort of like a little bit of a shadow, like a deeper shadow there, rather than doing a liner and all that business. Okay, so I already have a primer that I know I love, and that's the E.L.F. Pore Putty, or what is it? Poreless Putty Primer. I tried this primer out like once or twice, wasn't a fan, and then like really used it, and now it's one of my favorite primers. I like to use it by itself, like on a day where I'm not even wearing foundation, because it kind of just smooths out my skin, mattifies me a little bit because I'm more on the oily side. Works really well. So I got a foundation and I'm pretty positive it's too dark, but I really wanted to try this, and the lightest shade was a little too pink, and the second lightest shade was like not yellow enough. I don't know, it was weird. So I got the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1, and I picked up the shade Creamy Nude. I am 100% positive that this is too dark for me. 100% positive. But I feel like with my E.L.F. Fair Beige Concealer, everything will hopefully work out. I don't know. I've never used this foundation before, but it has really great reviews. People really love it, and I want to love it too. I also picked up the E.L.F. Camo sponge, which I've also heard really great things about, and it's only $5. This foundation was $9.99. And everything that I'm using today is cruelty-free. So I'm just gonna, yep, 100% too dark. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to blend it all the way down my entire body. We're gonna have to do a lot of damage control. All right, it's okay. We're gonna get through this together. Oh God, okay, all right. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, I mean, color aside, I really like the way that this feels on my skin. It's a medium to full coverage, right? Yep, medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free. Long wear, water resistant, and 100% too dark. All right, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna take my E.L.F. Fair Beige Camo Concealer and try to do some damage control. It might work out. It might. I thought the Juvia's Place foundation wasn't going to work for me, and it wound up working. So we're going to really highlight with this. I'll tell you what. I really like the way this concealer feels too. We're looking a little bit more normal. Okay, honestly, the concealer. And once I like put some bronzer on, I feel like I might be able to get away with this. Because I feel like that one shade is going to be absolutely 100% too light. Like too light. You know? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. All right. So I'm going to set it. I'm going to take the Juvia's Place White Sands I Am Magic Setting Powder. I used it in my full face of Juvia's Place video, and I really love it. So I'm going to take that on a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush and just press it into my skin. I'm not baking. I'm not doing anything like that. I just want to set everything. It's not bad. The color's not bad. Okay. I just always have to use this concealer with this foundation, and that's okay. Now I'm going to bronze up my face a little bit. I feel like that'll tie everything together. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Contouring Face Palette. This is literally one of my favorite contouring palettes. It's not very gray, so I wouldn't really call it a contour, but it's super inexpensive. I think it's like $2.99. Lasts forever. Like, I've had this for a while, and I've hit pan on it. And I go through these all the time. Really easy to find too. I think I got this one at Target actually. So I'm just going to lightly bronze up my face a little bit. Not doing any real heavy contouring. Just want to bring, yeah. See, listen, sometimes panic ensues, but then you get it together and everything works out in the end. I'm not switching my color. I think the color is good. I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm gonna take the, did I break it? No, I didn't break it. I'm a mess. Then I'm gonna take the Juvia's Place, the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette and take the tiniest little bit of this pink down in the corner. These are wicked pigmented, so you only need a little bit of them. And I'm just gonna press it on my cheeks. I like to focus it more like on my cheekbone and then upwards, and then pressing any excess across my nose. Because I feel like that really just, the whole thing. I'm gonna set my face really quick, and I don't have a setting spray from the drugstore, so I'm sorry, so I'll be right back. So I'm gonna pop on some highlighter. I have the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. I've never used these on myself. I've used them on other people, and they are beautiful, so I am excited to see what it looks like on myself. And I'm gonna use that on a BH Cosmetics brush. This is also from that same set. And I'm gonna, ooh, that's pretty. So now I'm gonna throw on some mascara. I did pick up a new one, and this is literally everybody I've ever spoken to's favorite mascara in the world. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I've never used it, so I'm very excited to see how it performs, because I'm not going to use falsies today, because again, I wanted to keep this relatively simple. If you want a whole lash video, let me know, and I can do just that. So I'm gonna curl my lashes first, and then I'm gonna pop this on. Okay. Wait a minute, I have to pause because we might have something on our hands here. Look at my lashes. No mascara has ever made my lashes look like that. Ever. And this is like $4. Oh my God, this friggin' car. No mascara has ever made my lashes look like that. Oh my God, it's so cheap. Holy crap. This might be a game changer for me. I have very petite lashes, people. This. Yes. Great, love that. Big fan of that. I'm just gonna pop on some E.L.F. Ride or Die lip balm in Tough Cookie to finish it all off. And that's all I I got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know if you've used these products before, if you love them as well. And if you have any suggestions of products you want me to try or that you love, leave them down below. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!